Welcome to Problem Solve, the podcast where me and a special co-host solve all your problems really easily, probably.
Problems? Are you kidding me? I don't have any problems. Okay, I might have a few, but I can work on them with you. Come on.
Hey, this is Jeff Gunther, licensed professional counselor.
And this is Alex, licensed mental health counselor.
And you're on Problem Solved.
Oh, no.
You have to let people know where they are.
Hi, friends.
Hi.
Welcome to Problem Solved.
We're so happy you're here.
We are so glad to be with you this week.
Yeah.
We're talking about shame
Shame.
and secrecy and shadow.
Yes. That's the theme.
Yeah.
And y'all did a okay job at submitting the questions.
I'm really disappointed.
We're a little disappointed in you.
We're so bad.
Oh, such a bad girl.
Whoa.
You can submit your questions at therapyjeff.com/podcast.
That's right.
You can send in a recording of your beautiful voice, or you can write in a question. We'd rather you send a recording of your beautiful voice.
Otherwise, we ask Jeff to read it in an accent.
Oh, no.
And he's not good at it.
No, and it comes off racist.
It's a little racist.
It's a little racist.
Vaguely racist.
Just like a fun racist.
Fun racist.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
like a question we had.
It's like a question we had that we're not going to answer.
We're not reading that one.
No.
You can wonder about it.
How you doing this week?
I'm great.
Yeah?
I feel great this week.
Why is that?
It's sunny and beautiful.
Mhm.
And I spent so much time in my garden. I bought some peonies from someone up the street. Oh my God. So lush. Such a voluptuous flower.
I love a voluptuous flower.
Don't you?
I do.
Don't you just?
Yeah.
Name another voluptuous flower.
Rose.
Okay, good.
That's a voluptuous flower.
It is a voluptuous flower. Define voluptuous.
Big and beautiful and lovely and
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I thought I was going to get you.
Oh, there you go.
I'm trying to get you. I'm trying to get you there. Voluptuous is a great onomatopoeic word. Onomatopoeic?
I don't think there is. I think it's just onomatopoeia.
Really?
I don't think it's onomatopoeic or onomatopoeic.
There's not like a...
You can get me on the word onomatopoeia. Don't know what the fuck that means.
You don't?
No, tell me.
Onomatopoeia is a word that sounds like the meaning.
Oh, yeah.
Like voluptuous. Sounds like what it is.
Oh, voluptuous sounds like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I boring you? You looking at your watch over there?
I wanted to see if I was on Do Not Disturb.
Oh.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I feel really powerful in this seat.
Oh, yeah. You're sitting in a different seat.
I'm sitting in Jeff's seat.
Yeah. Well, it's not my seat.
Isn't it?
It's your seat.
Today it's my seat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Today I'm the boss.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. You're kind of controlling things today. That's
fun.
what we talked about, you doing more control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love doing control. I love control. I do love control.
You do love control.
Yeah.
As do I. This is the conflict.
I know.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll fight on the podcast.
Maybe.
We're not going to answer any questions today.
Do you want to ask me how my week was? Or since you're controlling everything, we're skipping over my week.
Sorry. No. How was your week?
That's fine.
Okay.
Are you that therapist who asks your client, how you feeling? And they say fine. And you're like, that's not a feeling. That's not a feeling.
It's not a feeling. What do they say? Fucked up, insecure, neurotic, and...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Excellent. What does the E
Those
stand
are
for?
Feelings?
I used to have a boss who would say, fine isn't a feeling. Fine stands for fucked up, insecure, neurotic, and whatever E stands for.
Yeah.
And it was truly torturous hearing that week after week.
Oh, God.
No, I don't do that to my clients.
Okay. Yeah, neither do I.
Yeah.
No, I do.
No,
I do sometimes, but it's funny.
Yeah.
We laugh.
You say, fine's not a feeling.
Aren't I annoying?
Better feeling. What's a better feeling word? Do you send clients the feeling wheel?
No.
No. They all know what feelings are?
I think I did at the beginning of my therapy career.
Yeah.
No, I used to. I was like more of a prop comic therapist back then.
Oh, real carrot top.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That was a real carrot top.
Wow.
I had a lot of props.
Like what?
I think that made me feel like, you know, like, let's do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What was your favorite therapy prop?
The values cards.
Oh, I don't know those.
The values sorting cards.
Is it like an ACT deck?
I don't know. So you can go to Google and Google values sorting deck or value sort deck. And it's like 100 cards with different values.
Mm-hmm.
And I just throw it on the table in front of the client. And maybe there's a topic where it's just like, oh, you're trying to figure out if this relationship is a good match for you. Well, let's like get in touch with what your values are in relationship.
Sure.
Like sort them into 3 piles. Yes, I definitely need these values. A maybe pile and then a no pile.
Mm-hmm.
Get that no pile away. The maybe pile, we're going to brush it away too. And then we're going to look at your big pile of values. Now you cut that in half. Now pick your top 10. Now pick your top 5. What's your top 3? And it gets them like really like in alignment with what their values are. And then they can like kind of make decisions from a value based. So it's probably like the ACT card deck.
Yeah. That's great. I love that. It's a good prop.
Takes up the whole time.
The whole time.
The whole
you
time.
don't know what to talk about.
I'm barely talking
oh my
the whole
God.
time. I'm just saying sort. Now sort. Now get a little sort. Like little sort. Little pile. Little pile. Little pile. Look at that.
Now cut the deck.
Now cut the deck.
Now cut the
Now
deck.
take out your phone. Take a picture of it.
Now is this your card? Is this your card? Is this your card? You pull like a quarter out from behind their ear.
Yeah.
So many scarves.
Oh yeah. That was like back when I would like anxiously look at the clock, be like, have I gone as far as we need to go?
Yeah. I think very fondly back on those days.
Do you?
Yeah.
Fondly or anxiously?
I don't feel anxious. I think I'm like, oh, yeah, you were just a little baby therapist. You didn't know what to do. I didn't have those values cards, although that sounds way more professional and less woo than I was.
What were your cards?
I had like an oracle deck.
Yeah.
And was like, pick a, or I made this, oh my God. In grad school, we had a project in one elective where we had to make these, we had to get like, National Geographic or magazines and make our own cards that people could choose and like project onto them. And we were doing like, it's like gestalty kind of work with that. And so, someone would be like, oh, I'm so burned out and I'm pulling the shark card. And it's like, oh, sharks, they have to keep swimming or they'll die. Do you feel like that? It definitely does not take up the whole time.
No.
I needed it too, desperately.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. Ugh. Do you use any props now?
No, I'm no longer a props comic.
Wow.
Yeah, I just sink in.
You're the prop.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm the prop. I'm the only prop they need.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Oh, what are we doing here today?
Well, shame questions.
Shame questions.
Shame shadow,
Shame
secrets, kinks, the juicy stuff.
Before we dive in.
Yeah. We want everyone to go to Spotify, the podcast, wherever you find a podcast. Where do you find a podcast?
On Apple and Spotify.
What's a podcast? Like, subscribe, give us a 5-star review, rate us.
On Spotify, you can leave a little comment about the specific episode and how fun and cute and educational we were.
Oh, wow.
We love to read those.
We do. I think I saw that you liked some.
Oh, yeah. I like them.
Yeah. So Jeff will interact with you there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is how we can be closer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Improve your parasocial relationship with Jeff.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Was it last week or a couple weeks ago? I think we answered a question where somebody called in and she was like, hey, I'm a spin instructor and my boyfriend does not come to my class and I'm pretty bummed about it. What should I do?
I do remember that question.
Do you remember what our answer was?
Yeah, we were like, your boyfriend is a piece of shit. Just kidding. We were encouraging of the boyfriend to go to the spin class or for the caller to, just like advocate for, hey, it would really mean a lot to me if you would show up.
Exactly. So we have a follow-up question.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to read it to you, Alex, and listeners. It goes, would your answer to last episode's question about a boyfriend attending spin class be different if it were church instead? You said, yes, absolutely, he needs to go support her. I experienced a faith deconstruction / deconversion and shared that with my wife about 2 years ago. She did not take it well at all. Panic attacks, hostility, etc. Couples therapy has helped only a little. Have you heard of prop comic therapy?
Oh, yeah. Get a sand tray in there.
Right? Yeah. When I heard the question, it was easy to hear it in my wife's voice, but replace church for spin class. If you wanted to support me, you would show up at church. And add in the extra layer of helping with kids. And she says, I've abandoned and betrayed her in the spiritual space, but it has been actively triggering for me to attend church. I've decided on a compromise to avoid a fight that I'll go about once a month and or major holidays. I've been able to tolerate the discomfort at that frequency. I'd value hearing more generally about your thoughts / advice / etc. about navigating different spiritual and religious beliefs with a significant other, especially when those change after being in a committed relationship. I get so annoyed by people who condescendingly say, you should have talked about that before you got married. We did, and we shared religious beliefs at that time, but things have changed, and I feel lost.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for sending that in. My answer absolutely changes. I mean, if you had a traumatic experience in a spin class, then I think, you get to not go to spin class. It's totally different. It's totally different. And faith deconstruction is wildly destabilizing.
You're being generous and brave and strong going once a month.
Yeah, great compromise. How is that for you? Yeah. That's really hard to feel abandoned. I mean, the partner is saying, you've abandoned me spiritually.
Oof.
I wonder what religion he's talking about. And if it's like Mormonism. And it's like, oh, you've abandoned me for all of the right?
Is that what they do? Is that what that was?
Not a Mormon expert here.
If he's abandoned her, then he's also abandoned her in the afterlife. In the afterlife.
Yeah. I guess you don't need to be Mormon for that.
No, there are lots of religions. Yeah. Oh man. You do not have to follow me into the afterlife. In fact, I'm expecting that we're gonna go our separate ways and maybe like make different vows in spirit world if we really want to. But I don't even think that there are vows. I don't think that there's like just two people being together in spirit world. No. I think that we're all one and we're all fucking at the same time.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. There's no like, this is my person. We are all our spirit beings.
I think it's kind of like my cotton candy theory.
Oh, explain that to me.
Cotton candy theory. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty like Buddhist, I guess, but like, okay, imagine, if you will, there is a realm of infinite cotton candy. Infinite cotton candy, no beginning, no end. And when someone is born, a little piece of that cotton candy gets plucked off and put into them. And then they're like incarnated into the world and they live their life and then they die. And when they die, that cotton candy gets sucked back into the infinite cotton candy. Ooh. And that's it.
And they are one with the infinite cotton candy.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you're not really fucking is the difference, but you are one.
You are one. It might feel better than fucking. I bet it does.
I'm sure it does.
I'm sure it does.
Listen, yeah. Have you ever done drugs? And like felt like had that like I'm dead experience?
Oh no. I've never had the I'm dead experience.
Oh, it feels great.
Does it?
Yeah. I guess like I shouldn't say that on the podcast, but Yeah,
can
as
say
a
whatever you want.
psychedelic assisted therapist.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it feels great.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good to me.
No.
But that's because I'm like stuck and I'm not allowing it to really take over me when I do drugs. If I ever did drugs.
Yeah. Yeah, you're really attached to your body.
Yeah.
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 Which is okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't need to go to church.
Yeah, don't go to church.
And our answer does change.
And that's really hard to navigate that in a relationship where both of you were on the same page when you entered into it. It sounds like you're married now, so there's that extra level of commitment, and you've got kids. Yeah, that's wild. I hope that, did he say they're in couples therapy?
Yeah, and it's only helping a little. This is like the Esther Perel thing of, what does she say? Like on average, you're going to have 3 really big, important long-term relationships in your life. And sometimes it's with the same person.
Yes.
Right. So like, okay, this is a turning point in your relationship.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that things have to end, but things are going to be real different.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
let's see what happens.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good luck. Let us know.
Keep us updated.
Keep us updated.
Okay. Next question.
Hi, Jeff and Alex. I am calling to ask for advice on how to integrate my sexual self with my regular self. I feel like I am one person in the bedroom when I'm already like in a state of arousal, and a totally different person when I am doing anything else, like walking around in the world. I am a parent. I work full time. I feel like I just walk around in the world like completely divorced from any sexual context whatsoever. And it's not until, and I know that I'm more of a responsive desire person when thinking about those models, but I would really like to know if you have any suggestions on how to integrate your sexual self with your daily life self. I feel like when I'm in my sexual self, I don't feel like shame, embarrassment. But when I'm in my everyday regular self, I feel shy, kind of like blushing, almost like holding back. And there's like a wall up between those two people. And I'm like, I'm one person, but I feel like 2 different people. And I would really like to figure out how to integrate. So I don't know, maybe this is a strange one. Maybe you don't get this one often, but I'm just curious if you have any thoughts or ideas about how to integrate these parts of myself. Because I would really like to be able to bring my full self to the table in my relationship, and not just like segment off my sexual self for moments of desire. Thanks.
Wow. I love this question.
Why do you love this question so much?
Because I think we are all just an amalgam of parts. And unless you introduce that language, which like, it's interesting. I hear her using like, how do I integrate? You know, how do I like fold? Like I imagine making icing, like folding in icing. Like how do I fold my non-shamey, desirous, like erotic self into my everyday life? And people feel I think people can feel a lot of shame or confusion around having conflicting parts, conflicting feelings, having parts that have like wildly different motivations or opinions. And I just like to be able to normalize that. Also, it's juicy. Like, how do I feel confident and shame-free the way that I feel when I'm aroused, when I'm in a sexual space, in my everyday life where I'm feeling like maybe shy or more reserved, or I'm in my mom role. Yeah. Do you not like this question?
I like it.
You do? Why do you like it?
I like it for the reasons that you said, and I mean, I can relate to it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you relate to it?
I think that sometimes I wish that I could access a really playful part of myself during times where I feel really, I don't know, overwhelmed or scared or anxious or nervous or something. There is a really playful part of who I am that I am oftentimes in contact with, and when I can't get in touch with it and it feels really far away, I can feel lonely. I can feel like not myself. I can feel like something's wrong with me. I can feel really disconnected from who I identify as. Yeah. And, you know, like if I'm like feeling depressed or if I'm just having a bad week and I can't connect with this really silly, cute, whimsy sort of energy that I have inside, then I can feel like really lost and even more depressed because of it.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's also, she's talking about the sexy part. And I think a lot of us can relate to that. I think that, like, you know, lots of messages of sex happens in the bedroom when the door is closed, and sex is taboo and is shameful because of all the reasons, whether it's from the culture or our parents or TV or whoever, the church. So it also feels like a pretty common thing to feel like it's sort of boarded up and closed off, and it feels very shadowy, and the shadowy, sexy part sometimes can feel dangerous. It can feel like it might get you in trouble. I know that if I'm really identified with that like sexy, turned on part, then it can feel like ravenous or something.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just like
a little wild.
Wild. I want to go to a strip club or something like, oh no, what's going to happen there? Like there's like,
oh no, what is going to happen there?
Right? Like I'm not going to have control.
Yeah.
I'm going to be seduced. I want to be seduced. I'm going to allow it to happen. I'm going to spend too much money. I'm going to make a bad decision. It's the like, you know, when you're like, I don't know if you have this.
No, I haven't experienced any of this.
This, you know, when you're masturbating and you're like maybe masturbating to some porn and then you orgasm and you're like, oh, what am I watching?
Oh, are you referring to post-nut clarity? Have I experienced post-nut clarity?
Yeah.
Sure, I think we all have. That's like that shame kicking up, right? When we have a part come up that maybe we've sequestered into shadow, and it is that like ravenous, wild, carnal part. Yeah, then we might have like a shame part come up in response to it, trying to like manage it and like shove that shit back down. We got to love both of those parts. You got to love both of those parts into submission. Get real kinky with those parts. You could be like a nice mommy to both of those parts.
How do you love that part that feels really shameful sometimes?
The carnal part or the shame part?
The shame part.
The shame part? Do you want to know how I do it with clients or how I do it with me?
How do you do it with you?
How I do it with me.
How you do it with you?
How do I do? What do I do? I think about my shame part. And sometimes I'm just like, oh, I hate you. But then I think, okay, what is this part doing for me? What is its job? How old does it think I am? How's it trying to keep me safe? How has it kept me safe? Our shame parts have like a really important function of keeping us a part of the system, like a part of the village.
They're protecting you.
They are protecting us from getting kicked out.
Yeah.
And, you know, from an evolutionary perspective, if you were like exiled from the village, you're going to die.
Yeah. And especially if you were younger, it was like possibly making it so that you were surviving your childhood emotionally, mentally, physically, maybe.
Yeah.
Right? So it definitely played an important role.
It's really important.
Yeah.
And it tells us, okay, this is accepted in your system, your family system, your society, your church, whatever. And this is what's not. And so all of the things that aren't accepted, you better just put that away.
Okay. So you take stock of that.
I take stock of that.
You're aware of that.
Yeah. And then I remember, oh, I'm an adult. I'm an adult human
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not that part. That is a part of me,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not it. And once I can realize, oh, I'm looking at the thing, it gives just enough of a wedge between me and the thing that I can realize, oh yeah, I'm not that.
Mm-hmm.
And I can work with that.
Mm-hmm.
I can, if I observe the shame, I am not the shame.
Mm-hmm.
Also challenging like this idea that I am bad,
Mm-hmm.
right? If I feel this way, if I feel like ravenous or turned on, that like there's something wrong with me and I'm bad. Like, no, it's actually super human.
Yeah.
Like, really, it's just a genius way of keeping the human race going. Like falling, not to, again, we're ending the podcast. Falling in love, being horny. These are all just ways, really genius ways of keeping the human race going.
Mm-hmm.
There's really, it's totally morally neutral.
Mm-hmm.
So I think about moral neutrality a lot. And if it's not hurting anyone, then like whatever.
Right.
I laugh about my shame part of all of like the dumb ways that I feel shame. I also think like I could get hit by a bus at any point in time.
Yeah.
So why we do this? Why we waste time? I can't remember if I'm answering the question.
Yeah, you're helping her integrate it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. This is all, do all these things in order to integrate it more.
Do this.
Yes.
Do this. I want to know what you, I mean, I could just keep talking about this
I
forever.
could keep listening forever.
Oh, honey. What do you do with your clients when they want to integrate shame? Or how do you integrate your shame?
I mean, similarly, I also, if I can identify maybe where it was rooted or the age of it, it's usually a child, like a young age. And if I can visualize 8-year-old Jeff, 14-year-old Jeff, whoever I was when I was a kid, it's really easy to have compassion for that part.
Yeah.
And then I go to it in my head and I sort of like talk to it as how I wish my mom or dad would have talked to me.
Yeah.
I like parent myself in the most, like the sweetest, most loving kind of way. And that's similarly what I do with my clients as we talk about the shame, where it came from. Let's give it a voice. Let's understand it. Let's put it on the table and kind of like see it from all the different perspectives. And then I start really being compassionate with that part of them and kind of invite them to do the same. And try to make it so that we're not just sort of like locking it, you know, in the closet or in the safe and putting it away forever, but instead we're taking it out, putting it on the shelf. We're deciding when to visit that part or be that part or be playful with that part or understand what that part is doing and how it's serving us, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So if we can be more deliberate and like you're saying, like accent, like witness it, then all of a sudden it feels like we have more power and control.
Absolutely.
But, you know, it's incredibly powerful to go to a therapist or anybody, but especially a therapist, and for the therapist to be like, oh, you don't need to be ashamed for that.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so I try to lighten the load in that way.
Yeah, I think, you know, really focus on like building a relationship with these parts. And like any other relationship, there's going to be conflict. Stuff's going to come up. Weird dynamics might come up. Weird, totally normal dynamics might come up. And what matters is that you're listening to the part. When we're not in touch with our parts, they come out in these like wieldy or unwieldy and messy ways. But if we can be aware when they arise, we can notice them. Maybe we have a sense of humor about it.
Yeah.
We can loop the people in our lives and be like, oh my God, my like, I don't know if I want to name this. I'm trying to think of an example that isn't related to me.
It's hard to do sometimes.
It is really
it's really hard to do.
Yeah.
The thing that I wanted to like tell her to do was just like start inviting it in really sort of lovely, sweet, kind of safe ways or something. Like when you're being a mom and you're walking down the street, you're giving a kid a walk, like go ahead and like really smell those flowers and be like, oh, like just sort of like in a really this flower is really doing it for me kind of way. What? Oh, you got something to say?
No, keep going. Finish what you're going to say. But
I want you to have like a sensual walk.
Yeah.
Right? Like really allow the sensuality of that walk to come into your life. And that's not like, you're not like fucking the flowers, but you're getting in touch with that part of you that's sort of seductive.
Or you could totally fuck the flowers.
You can fuck the flowers.
Do it. It's hot. Hot. Have you seen videos of people fingering flowers?
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh my God.
I mean, that sounds great for those people.
Honestly.
They take that like flower petals and put it inside of them.
No. It's just people fingering a flower like it's a pussy.
Oh, I thought they were putting the flower in their pussy.
I mean, I guess you could do that. Be careful with the flowers that you're putting in there.
Yeah.
Make sure, I mean, just like know about
Know what
plants.
you're doing.
Know about plants.
No, I haven't seen
Oh my
people
God.
fingering
To
flowers.
finger a flower
Finger a
sometime.
flower.
So hot. Holy shit. Really surprising the first time I got sent one of those videos. My idea.
Oh, yeah. Let's hear it.
Who are you when you're turned on? Like, what is that part that comes up in you? Who is she? Give her a name. Give her what does she like to eat? What does she like to wear? What are her beliefs? And just like notice that and embody that. What does that sound?
What is that? Are you talking to
No,
someone?
it's not me. Hello? No. Jeff.
What? Oh, my Apple Watch.
I thought you were on Do Not Disturb.
I was. I don't know why.
Who called?
I must have accidentally.
Please
put
leave that
a
in.
butt dial on my Apple Watch.
That's amazing.
I had it between my legs, and I think I was pushing it.
Oh, wow. Easy over there. Really hot for parts.
That was my dad.
Ah!
He was saying, Jeff.
Please leave
Through
this
my
in.
Apple Watch.
Oh my God. So good.
I'm so sorry.
Holy shit. I wonder what he heard.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
Really
not fast.
embody those parts. Get primal. Whatever.
Great.
That was amazing. Yeah. So do that. Practice that. This is how we integrate.
I love it. You did good.
Thank you.
That was really good, Alex.
Thanks. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Dad.
Do you want to...
Therapy Dad.
Therapy dad. Play the next question, 109.
Wow. I fully thought that was my phone. It was
I thought it was your phone too, but it was from my watch.
Hi, Jeff and Alex. I am listening to this week's episode, and you call for sexier questions so Alex can answer as a sex therapist. So here we go. My partner and I are in an ethically non-monogamous relationship where he actually has a cuckolding kink. So we found a bull, quote unquote, that we play all together with sometimes, but most of the time I see solo. And that works quite well, but I'm starting to have two issues with it. One, the bull's relationship status is that he has a longtime girlfriend that does not know about this arrangement. And so our messages are through Snapchat, and it feels very secretive. The other thing is, sometimes my partner is just not interested in sex, which increases the amount of times I see our bull. And I've noticed recently that those times feel more intimate, more romantic, more connected to him than my partner, just because of life stress and things like that. So I'm trying to navigate how I feel about those two situations and if this is something I should continue in. I know you're probably going to say no, but it's a lot of fun. So let me know. Bye.
Are you going to be a fucking asshole that says no? It's a lot of fun.
You know what we're gonna say.
No.
No. Oh,
No.
but it is a lot of fun.
But it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
I want to really honor that part.
Honor it.
Like, it's fun to be bad.
Yeah.
It's fun to be bad.
I didn't know that they were called a bull.
Sure.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's fun.
Yeah, you just bring a bull in and have him fuck your wife. Watch from a chair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, okay. All right.
Uh-huh.
Wait, what was the question?
What do I do?
What do I do? What do I do with what? She's doing it.
Yeah, but she wants to hear that she's bad. You're really bad.
She wants us to give her permission to continue doing it. Like, is this okay?
Yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want.
You're an adult human. You get to live your life.
But does she need to take the bull's girlfriend's experience into consideration? Like, is that ethically on her? Is that what her question is?
Should we play it again? I mean, I think let's just talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's just talk about it. She should probably take the bull's girlfriend's not knowing into consideration.
Girl code.
Truly girl code.
Truly girl code.
Oh my God, put that motherfucker on blast. Yeah, that's not great. I wouldn't feel comfortable if I were her in this situation with a bull who had a partner, who had a partner that didn't know any of this was happening.
Yeah.
Like, that's not okay.
Right.
She said we're ethically non-monogamous.
Yeah.
So
this is not ethical.
that's not ethical, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're unethically non-monogamous.
Yeah. Which, like, live your life, but let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other piece is, am I betraying my partner by having this more intimate interaction with the bull?
Right.
Yeah. I wonder how you would respond to this.
No.
No? Oh, me?
No. I mean, no.
Oh, your answer is no.
My answer is no.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, does he know about it? Like, does he know that?
Sounds like he doesn't know.
Oh,
Nobody knows.
too many secrets.
Yeah, that's not.
I don't like how many secrets are going on.
Unless your kink is secrets. I mean, that's the thing. Oh, I was going to talk about that before.
Secret kinks?
Well, when we work with shame
Uh-huh.
in a kink context, like, we don't want to get rid of all of the shame
Oh, sure.
because that might take the fun out of the kink.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay.
Like, we can take some of the shame out.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It depends on the person, I guess. But yeah, I mean, you can risk ruining the kink for someone by being like, it's totally normal and totally fine.
Right.
People are like, no, but I like that it's bad.
Yeah, it's naughty.
Yeah.
You want it to be a little naughty. You're doing
Yeah.
something kind of against the rules.
And that's what she's doing.
She's
It's
being
fun.
naughty. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's not all on the up and up. And so, you know this.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like you're calling in to ask us, like, if we're cool with it. And legally, we cannot be cool with it.
No, I mean, no.
And also, just in our hearts, we're not cool with it.
What if I was? I'm not.
But how hard is it to go find another bull with everything on the up and up? Like, why can't you just go find another bull that is consenting? All parties are consenting,
Well,
right?
she can.
Yeah.
She can absolutely do that. But now she's emotionally invested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, stop it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, right? Like, so you're emotionally invested and now you don't want to grieve it? Too bad.
Yeah.
Like, this is what happens sometimes, right?
Yeah.
You gotta there's this thing called the values sort card game.
Oh, yeah. Get it.
Google it,
Uh-huh.
cut out all 100 cards,
Mhm.
figure out what your values are when it comes to ethical non-monogamy.
Whoa.
And you'll see that your values are not in alignment with what you are doing.
Yeah.
And you're probably splitting off. You're probably feeling pretty guilty about this.
Mm.
You're feeling all, what would you say? Itchy? I
Oh,
would say
yeah. You're feeling
bunky.
really itchy about
Yeah,
it.
right?
Yeah, sure.
So get in alignment with your values.
Uh-huh.
Problem solved.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to go through some grief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, what's this part of you that's wanted? Jeff called me out the other day. He was like, sometimes you just like to walk into fire.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I had like a whole therapy session about that.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
I love hearing that.
Thank you for calling me out on that. Yeah, I wonder what about this risky danger situation is feeling so yummy? And what part of you is like needing to be contacted there?
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you need another outlet for your, I don't know.
The fiery whatever thing, like naughty thing that you're getting out of this. Like you could do it in a way that doesn't feel like it's really conflicting with values and it's actually ethical, but it's still real spicy.
But very spicy.
Yeah.
Maybe some role play.
Yeah.
Problem solved. Hope that helped.
The next question was a write-in question.
Which accent are you going to use?
Nope.
Which vaguely racist accent?
Are trying to get me canceled.
I'm trying to get you canceled.
You know, I was on another podcast.
What?
It was just, I'm having fun. I'm not trying to cheat on you.
Wow.
And I was talking about Bobby Brown.
Yeah. It's his prerogative.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can do what you want to do.
And that Bobby Brown cassette tape with that song was the first like cassette tape that I ever owned as a child.
Cute.
But Bobby Brown is not a good person. No. So I was like, Bobby Brown, but Bobby Brown. And she was like, this is what you got to do when you're talking about somebody who's been canceled. You just quickly do it. You say, so yeah, I was really into Bobby Brown, cancellation acknowledged, and yada, yada, yada. And you just keep on going.
Wow, that's delicious.
I really enjoyed that.
How far can we take that?
Let's find out.
Yeah, I wonder if like our Republican Party can be like, okay, listen, Goebbels or like Hitler, cancellation acknowledged. Blah, 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 blah. No, we can't do that?
We can try to do that.
I'm not going to try to do that.
But
you love Bobby Brown.
I do love Bobby Brown. Cancellation acknowledged. But he wrote some hooks.
Truly, yeah.
Here's the next question. Alex, is it wrong / pointless / unethical to tell a friend that you think they are living a hypocritical lifestyle?
Oh, shit.
A friend who is a naturopathic healer is going on multi-day benders, cocaine and booze, 1 year after she put herself in a sobriety program, abusing her body with substances, meanwhile using a seemingly sacred and well-respected practice of healing on her clients. Advising and guiding people on mindful lifestyle choices that are meant to improve one's health. Should I just mind my own business and distance myself from her, or do I have a conversation about this hypocritical behavior? I feel like she's a fraud, but I'm also not sure what my motivation is ultimately. I don't want to make her feel badly, but it makes me question her integrity. I feel like she's disrespecting a sacred and ancient form of medicine in a way, and maybe inadvertently devaluing her client's trust. I understand that not all healers have to be healed, but is it fair for me to bring this to her attention? I will also add that this friendship has evolved many times over years, and right now is often just her using me as a vault for her stories of destructive behavior. Anyway, sorry for the long note. Hope to hear from you. Always love your videos and advice.
Wow. That end part really got me.
I don't know about this question, Alex.
Tell me what
I'm getting weird. It might be my own shit is like getting triggered. It's you know what somebody said to me one time that I really didn't like?
Tell me.
Which I think it's a saying and I might be fucking it up, but it's something like, doctor, heal thyself. Do you know that?
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard?
Said
is it
that?
doctor or is it like?
Isn't that Freud? No.
Is it Freud? It's something. It's somebody where they're like, I was like unloading. I was like being, vulnerable about like all these relationship issues that I was having at the time. And she was like, oh my God, like heal yourself. You should be a doctor who is healed so that you can treat it gives that kind of vibe. I don't like that shit. Like he acknowledges it, but meh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like it either. I was in a consultation group. And oh my God. I love the leader, the therapist who leads this consultation group.
I know you do.
Oh my God. I love them so much.
They're great.
They're so great.
Your love goes so deep.
I know. I shouldn't even talk about it anymore. But we were talking about how weird it is to be a therapist. Like the experience of being a therapist is so strange. And this person wisely said, a therapist is a human decontextualized.
Break that down for me.
Well, in the therapy space, we're not allowed to show up as a full person.
Right. Okay, yeah. Now it's coming together.
So we don't have our trauma doesn't, it obviously does.
Sure.
Everything comes with us. We are a whole ass person and we're just wearing a mask or we're embodying a role and having boundaries around what we share, but it's all there with us. And I don't actually think that a decontextualized human or someone showing up not fully or inauthentically, that's not a healing relationship. I think therapists should be showing up with more of their context and, being boundaried about how much space they take up in the room, but show up as a person, bring your context with you. And that means being messy and that means making mistakes or just having your own experience. Even if that means going on benders where you're doing blow and drinking.
Drinking booze is what they said.
Drinking booze.
Booze.
The hooch. Sipping on that hooch.
What's that song? You got the hooch, baby.
Oh, yeah.
You got the...
Keep going. Keep going. Keep
you
going.
got the hooch, baby.
Yes.
You get it. I think that's also why it's triggering for me too. It's because I get that fucking bullshit online all the time. You call yourself a therapist and you're joking around, you're being sarcastic.
Yeah.
You're not acting like a therapist online. I'm like, bitch, I'm not your fucking therapist online.
Wow.
So there's also that. But should he talk to the naturopath and tell her?
I think the end of the question where they're like, oh, well, I'm kind of just salty that this person uses me as a vault for their stories.
Yeah.
You're resentful and blowing their spot.
Yes.
Deal with that.
Yes.
Deal with that.
Deal with that.
If you are sincerely concerned for your naturopath friend, then come to them with sincere concern.
Yeah.
But if it's just you being you're messy and I have feelings about it, then, I guess you could have that conversation.
Well,
too.
But it's also you're messy. I have feelings about it and I'm judging you because you're not.
I'm judging you. And also there's this, wow, really having a lot of feelings here. And not everything we say is right. Not everything we say is right. And we're showing up
Speak
as
for yourself.
Humans. Yeah. Not everything Jeff says is right.
Speak for yourself.
Okay. Well, fuck, I lost my train of thought.
I fucked around a little too much.
And we found out.
And we found out.
Hang on. My friend Kelly will yoink something back down.
Yeah.
When she forgets it.
I can see you're physically trying to yoink.
Oh, yeah. This is a podcast.
Yeah. They can't see it. So I have to describe.
An audio media.
This is such good podcasting right now.
Really good podcast. Maybe that'll be the clip. Just me doing this.
This is such a good clip.
Psychopath. There's this judgy gatekeeping. This idea of
I don't think she's gonna get there.
Oh no. Okay. A self-important kind of I don't know. I think they're doing a disservice to their clients. Is it really about that? Or is this just about you being resentful and then not speaking up?
Yeah. I think we figured it out.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Yeah. I guess if this person has more to say, then I'd like to hear it.
It doesn't seem like it, Alex. Problem solved. We have time, a little bit more time.
Uno más?
Not a ton of time. Last question.
Okay.
I came out of the closet as a lesbian to my husband of 10 plus years. I immediately fell deeply in love with a woman and began a very serious relationship with her. A year into the relationship, I realized I couldn't make it in this type of relationship model. It felt too familiar to my closeted life, having to be accountable to another adult for all my choices. I desired freedom to explore and make mistakes. Is this a fear of commitment or maybe a second adolescence? Is it okay to want to break from the monotonous rhythm of a devoted monogamous relationship? Whoa, man. I'm asking because I'm riddled with feelings of deep shame and self-doubt as I meet someone on a dance floor and explore things, not the feeling of relief and freedom I had expected.
Whoa. Oh, honey.
You make me horny Saturday morning.
Ba, 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 ba.
You are the Betty to my Barney. No, you are the...
That happens, but it's the wrong cadence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
live a little.
Yeah, dude. You were
Live a
married for 10 plus years.
10 plus years in a monogamous relationship, then got into another lesbian relationship.
And we know all about lesbian time.
Lesbians. They're moving in on the second date.
Lesbian
What do you
time.
bring on the second date?
You haul. Prop comic. Prop comic. Yeah, of course you want to be free.
Yeah.
Be ethically non-monogamous. Don't take a tip from the last caller. Or do.
Yeah.
Or don't.
Or are you experiencing a second adolescence? I don't care. Maybe. Who knows? Go for it.
I
Right?
don't know if I like that.
You don't like that phrasing?
No, I don't like pathologizing the experience, and I also don't agree with that pathology.
I haven't left my first adolescence.
Yeah, you're still there, babe.
Still there.
You dare. You dare. Just listening to Bush.
Yes. Everything's in. I don't think so. Right?
Jeff's still there.
I love it.
Forever and
I'm
ever.
wearing a Bush shirt.
He is wearing a Bush shirt.
I love Bush.
He's going to play Mario after this.
I am.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. All right, fine. If you don't like that phrasing.
I mean, I want to honor her experience. Is she afraid of commitment? I mean, probably to some degree, right? Like you were in
Aren't we all?
Truly.
Aren't we all?
I remember when I started the process of buying my house, unrelatable content, privileged content, cancellation.
Privilege acknowledged.
Thank you. I was like really excited to buy a house, and there was a part of me, parts. There was a part of me that was like, I'm going to sell all of my things and I'm going to buy a van and I'm just going to be a nomad. And I cannot grow root. I was so afraid to buy the house. So it's really normal that like, yeah, when a part of you commits, another part of you is like, oh, I feel so constricted by this commitment.
Yeah. And aren't you happy you have that cute house?
It's really cute.
Such a good backyard.
It's really cute.
So big.
My garden is so good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're fine.
You're fine. Problem solved. You're fine.
You're fine.
Have fun. Have fun exploring. Get wild with someone on a dance floor.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so juicy.
Have you ever made out with somebody on a dance floor, but like the first kiss with them was on a dance floor? Because I have done that and I didn't even know that like I needed to do that. But I did it and I was like, I can die now.
It feels like a music video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was at Holocene and it was a hip club in Portland. It was back then.
There are hipper clubs, Jeff.
It was a hip club. This was 2008.
How old were you?
9, 27.
Oh, that feels totally appropriate.
Yeah,
then.
I'm not fucking 44 at Holocene.
Some people are. Some people are.
Anyways, we made out for the first time.
How was it?
It was hot.
Yeah.
It was real
hot. How
How
hot was it?
And she was also the first person that I had experienced fake boobs with.
Oh.
And I was like, whoa. And I like noticed that on the dance floor.
Sure.
So it was extra hot. I was like, well, what's going on here?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's such a Holocene moment.
I know.
That's really great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So super hot.
Yeah, do that. Make out with someone on the dance floor. Live your best life. Also, like, I don't want to blow your spot here.
Go ahead.
How do you feel post-divorce?
So much freedom.
Yeah.
I was just wild. Yeah.
You were wild.
I was wild. I mean, a
How
little too
wild were you?
Way too wild.
Too wild.
Way too wild. But
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun sometimes.
It just feels like a totally appropriate thing to happen.
If you're ever going to be wild, You
Yeah.
do it post-divorce, post-long-term relationship.
You're a pendulum. We're
Yes.
all pendulums. We
Yep.
do a thing and then we swing the other way.
Mm-hmm.
And then hopefully we settle at like a center point.
Right.
Yeah. Try to be gentle with yourself. Do the same thing that we talked about before with the shame.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Wow, Alex.
Hi. Hello.
You did so good.
Thank you.
You definitely did better than me this time.
I'm in the captain's seat.
You're in the captain's seat.
We need a hat.
Mm-hmm.
Boop, boop. Is that the sound a boat makes?
Nope. I don't know what that was.
I don't know. Sorry, everyone.
Leave us a review. Tell us how much you love us.
Yeah. Go to the website. Go to therapyjeff.com/podcast.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That is it. Send us your questions.
Yeah.
We'll answer them in serious or non-serious ways.
Yeah.
With lots of non sequiturs.
So many.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Send us fun things. Send us fun things.
Oh, right. We're still asking for questions that have nothing to do with like mental health or relationship. Like just like fun random questions.
I would love a fun random
We
question.
still haven't gotten any of those. And if you're a listener that's still listening at minute 57,
Yeah. What are you doing with your life?
you're the one that needs to send us this question.
Please, dear God.
You love us this much.
We're therapists who need to stop talking about therapy.
Exactly.
Please help.
Bye.
Bye.